What's good, everyone? It's the 5 Out Podcast. Everyone say what's up.
Yo,
Yo,
what's
yo,
good?
poppin', man,
Yeah.
poppin',
Right
man.
there.
Yeah.
Okay,
What up?
okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, what's good? What's good? All right. So, a lot's been happening recently, but for today's video, we're going to be talking about the 75th anniversary team drop list. So, I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. Let's start with Philip. You guys
Sure,
have any thoughts
absolutely.
on that?
Um, Honestly, I've been hearing a lot of things about snubs and all this. Of course, when there's like a list, everyone's gonna talk about snubs, who didn't make it and everything. But I think we should be focusing on the people that did make it and talk about their achievements and everything. But um, to be honest, I don't have any issues with the list. Like the main thing I'm seeing from people is, we weren't alive to see those guys in the 60s and the 50s and their stats may not look, as great or their skill level has not looked great compared to like, the kids of today and the Kyrie Irvings and all them. But I think it's more about what they did for their era and, who were the achievements and the things that they accomplished back then, right? If you compare, like I was saying, like Svi Mikhailuk, he would be like the best player in the league 50 years ago. Like it just doesn't make any sense. So with that reasoning, he should be up there. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So, um, to be honest, I think one person that got left out that I would like to see on that list was definitely Vince Carter. Um, Again, it's hard to take anybody out, but
Let's see.
the main
Makes
thing with
sense.
him is that he was a part of the most iconic dunk contest ever, and that might not mean a lot, like in terms of statistics and all that, but it draws a lot of fans to the league, and he led the league in all-star votes like for multiple years, which again it improves viewership. So I think that's something that's very important, and he put a franchise on the map. He put a country on the back when the expansion of Canada wasn't looking too well. He single-handedly kept Toronto a franchise. So I think he deserves some props for that for sure.
Yeah, he changed the
Um.
way the game was seen.
Yeah. So I actually agree with Philip there a whole lot. I agree with that. Every person on the list deserved that spot. They did what they had to do in that era of when they played, and they're great at what they do in their time. But there's obviously gonna be some snubs, and there's only one name that really stuck out to me that got snubbed, and I think it was Dwight Howard. Dwight
Mm-hmm.
Howard, 8-time All Star, 5-time All Defensive Team, 3-time DPOY, right?
Hmm.
And he won the NBA championship last year. Last year,
Hmm.
and I feel like Dwight Howard deserved to be on that list if we're going off accolades, right?
For sure.
But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, if one player is added to the list, one player has to leave the list, right? And that's the hard part. Who am I going to take off the list to add that one player? And I think, in my opinion, I'm I might take Lenny Wilkins. Lenny Wilkins off
Mm,
that list. I might take him off that list and Dwight Howard on the list. Just Dwight Howard, his accolade just it just doesn't make sense as to why he's not on that list, and I feel like he's like one of the biggest names that were snubbed off the list.
Mm, I could see that. Yeah. Oh, he's the NBA assist leader, Lenny Wilkens. That's pretty big though.
Mm-hmm.
NBA assist leader. Is
Yeah, Lenny
that's
Wilkins.
like
Yeah.
in total, right? That's like everything, no? Or is that
I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure it's John Stockton, but
Yeah.
Lenny Wilkens, he was a smaller guy too, which is it's hard to do.
Yeah,
Mm.
NBA is about tall players and stuff, so um, it's hard to take somebody off. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
wait, yeah.
when it comes to the 75 player list, of course, it's going to be very consistent with the opinions. Considering that we are in the generation we are in, all these players we never got to watch or see how great they really were. We don't really, their greatness doesn't really stand out to us above basketball we know today. Obviously the snubs would be Vince Carter and Dwight Howard. And we can all agree that this list wasn't really skill based. Because if it was so, we would see a lot of the modern era players
Yeah.
on the list. Whereas it was more accolade focused. Um, but there is, like I said, Vince Carter and Dwight Howard. I would love to see him on the list, but there's only really one person I could agree to take off. It would be Sam Jones. Really because like he sort of
Oh,
he's
Come on.
sort of he's sort of he has the second most championships, but he piggybacked off of Bill Russell. So like
Ooh.
I
Sam Jones
can't
Big
was
word though.
nice
Yeah,
can't
in
no.
his
really
era.
Big
Big.
word,
no
my
That's
guy.
a big statement there.
I
That's a
can't
hot take
really
for
It's
real.
a hot take right now.
like no, but like you see what I'm saying. Like when you're on a great team, of course you're gonna play great. Um, it's all situation based. Obviously, I can't speak to how they actually play, given that I never seen them play. Um, but what I'm reading here is like you have a man like Bill Russell on your team, and one of accolades is having the second most rings. You have a guy who won basically all the rings for you. You could, if we're talking about rings here, you could argue that Derek Fisher could be on the list. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a bunch of conjecture, really.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's my take on it.
So by your logic, Scottie Pippen shouldn't be on this list.
On my logic, he shouldn't be. No, he was an actual great player. Like I said,
Nah, I agree.
I never seen Sam Jones play, so I can't really speak like just
Nah,
reading here. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I know him, I had him on my team like in 2014, 2K 2014. So I know he's nice.
Hmm.
He's a shooter.
That's like,
But
well, my team.
not
No,
trust.
for real, for real.
But not to go off what you said. I definitely agree. Like it's more accolade based, what you did in the NBA type of thing. Same like Lenny Wilkins. He's on that list because of his impact with the assists and being on those leaderboards, right? But obviously, him versus T Mac. Obviously, T Mac's winning, right? At the end
Hmm.
of the day, T Mac probably took out a
Exactly.
lot of the guys on this list. But to be honest, I don't. I kind of disagree with the Vince Carter. I don't know if he makes this list. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
I
Tell me
like
why.
T Mac, obviously. I like Vince Carter. I'm from Toronto, obviously, but I feel like he had a very good prime, but I don't know if he has the longevity to deserve to
Mm,
be on this list, if you know what I
Hmm.
mean.
that's fair.
But at the end of the day, there's a lot of names here that I do not know. Uh, some of the guys that I would like to shout out though, that I'm happy I saw on this list, because they could have potentially been snubbed, are Melo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see Carmelo on that list.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to disrespect Melo, so
Yeah.
uh, you know, I see James Harden made it. I think that's pretty deserving. Westbrook's on it too. I mean, when those guys break different types of records, so it's nice to see them there.
Yeah, you'd like to see the modern day guys, for sure.
Yeah,
Like Anthony Davis is on this list too, right?
yeah.
You
AD probably deserves
yeah,
it.
and
Yeah,
Giannis,
I
like
don't.
you
But
kind of.
that's the thing though. Like you could put modern day guys there, but at the same time, a lot of people they're gonna be mad about that because or they're gonna be arguing for more modern guys to be there because that's all they watch, such
Hmm.
as the Clay Thompson and the wait, it was Clay Thompson and who
Kyrie.
was Kyrie, yeah, Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Like a lot of people are arguing for that, but at the same time, they haven't watched half these players play in the
Yeah,
NBA. Like I know for a fact none of them have watched half of these players. But you can't really complain. Like I don't really have any complaints in regards to the list. It's just
Hmm.
it's mainly
but
based off accolades, so
it's a
you can't
solid
really
list. It's
complain.
not like
Yeah.
it's not like a lot of these like lists that you see like ESPN's top 100
Hmm.
current players, where it's like a
Yeah,
lot
fact.
of it is like biased or like there's a lot of generalizations made. This is like a genuine list made by
Hmm.
the NBA, right? So
Mm,
there's a lot of thought that went behind this. It seems a lot obviously like when they did the top 50, it seems like from that point they got the next 25 pretty accurate, I would say. You
Hmm.
know,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
so I'm happy. Like obviously Shaq's there. I think I don't know if Shaq was in the top 50, but I think
He
it might
was.
have
He was.
been. He was okay. That's good. But yeah, like Nick said, I would have liked to see Dwight Howard there.
Hmm.
I definitely think those guys will make the top 100 though. I
Oh, for
think
sure.
Dwight will make it. Clay will make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we gotta wait 25 years, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Anyways, based off this list, I want to ask you guys some questions. If you were to make your top five out of this list. Your best starting five. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, all the way to five. Any position, like it doesn't have to be, LeBron at the three only. He can be your point guard, he could be your center, whatever. If you were to make a top five that no other top five could be, what are you guys going with? Let's go. Nick, I want to hear yours.
This guy's putting me on the spot right now. Um, so obviously, so point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, right? So
Yeah.
at my point guard, I have to go with Magic, right?
Ooh, not LeBron?
Mhm.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go with Magic for my one. For my two, it's no denial. This guy has to be
Yeah.
a two pick. It has to be a shooting guard. Michael Jordan, MJ, right? Michael Jordan. Um, Number three, I have to go with the goat.
The goat.
We know. We know. We know.
Bah,
We know.
bah.
Braun.
We know. We know.
I
We
have, I
know.
have to have to
The
go with
goat, the
LeBron. I
goat.
have to go with LeBron here.
Yes,
And
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
and with my team, obviously for the last two picks, we have two good, amazing playmakers in Magic and LeBron. MJ can score. LeBron can score too, but I need another scorer on this team. And I think I'm gonna go with one of the greatest scorers all time actually. At my four, KD.
Yes,
So
sir.
I have to go KD at my four. And
Okay.
at my five, this was so hard to pick. There's three players that were really, maybe two players that I was really torn apart. And I went with Hakeem Olajuwon as my center,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So
Probably the
Magic,
most skilled big man, I would say.
yeah. So
It's a
Magic,
good pickup.
MJ, LeBron, KD, and Hakeem. That's my all-time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good team,
Okay.
Oz.
Fuck with it. Fuck
Okay.
with it.
Tough. Tough.
82 and 0.
Tough.
So
Wow.
82 and 0?
82
I
and
don't
0.
know.
I fuck with
Wow.
it.
All right. I guess I'll go next. So it's very hard. Very hard. For my point guard, I got Steph. Chef. Look at Curry, man. Now
okay.
Steph Curry, best shooter of all time.
All-time. Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the two, seriously, is this even a question? It's MJ. It's the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Um,
Top two.
and then at the three, I got the second greatest player of all time, LeBron James.
Respectable.
And I
Respect.
like the LeBron and Magic, but I feel like I only need that one playmaker out there. You know what I mean? They both do similar
Mhm.
things, so that's why I got Steph there at the
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna let LeBron, orchestrate everything. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
Sir.
And then this is where it gets interesting now. Like, do you go big? Do you get like a true power forward, or do you put like a KD in there, for those extra buckets. But I think I'm gonna go big and I'm gonna go Tim Duncan. You know,
Mm.
Okay.
Respectable, Mr.
he's
Fundamental.
Fundamentals.
he's just a
Yeah.
Okay.
winner, the
Yeah.
big fundamental.
Fundamentals.
Mhm.
And
Another
then
Yeah.
center,
playmaker too.
arguably the hardest position to pick. I actually went with Hakeem as well.
Mhm.
Again, it was hard between Hakeem and a couple other guys.
Mhm.
It's very hard to go wrong with the center, but
Yeah.
Hakeem,
Mm.
I think he's just the easiest bucket down there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The
All
I
footwork
right.
and
think
All
I
right.
everything.
think
So
the center position is probably the one where you can go like a lot of different directions, you
Yeah.
know?
You
Like
yeah,
a
can.
lot of
For
a lot
sure.
of
For sure.
the one, the two, maybe even up to the three, it's kind of like, there's like one or two
Mhm.
guys.
You can't
But
go
the
wrong
Yeah.
with those
four,
guys.
like
Yeah.
the five,
Mhm.
you can pick like a couple people, like maybe
Yeah.
4 or 5 different players, you know?
You can go from Shaq. You could go Kareem. You could go Hakeem. Like, you can't go wrong with any of those
Like
guys, right?
Wilt.
Wilt,
Wilt.
Well,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
even got
Bill
Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell.
Yeah.
Bill
For
Russell
sure. For
too. Yeah.
sure.
But
I mean, it was tough, but I got LeBron at the point.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Big
LeBron at
man.
the
Big
point.
boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then obviously you got MJ at the two, and I actually put KD at the three. You
Oh,
got
Oh.
get them easy buckets.
Mhm.
Something nice. Got two scores on the team, one nice playmaker who can score.
Mhm.
And then I put another playmaker slash scorer at the four. That being Tim Duncan. Like I
Mm.
said, you cannot go wrong with him. Go
He's a
down
winner.
there, and then in terms of sheer dominance, the defense and gotta use a brick wall. You know what I mean? um, Shaq. You know, you can't go wrong with
Mhm.
Sir,
Shaq. He may not have the skill
He.
as these other guys, but like the
Big
size of this
Diesel.
team alone,
Mhm.
you know, it's
Yes, sir.
arguably
I agree with
best
that. I agree
starting
with that.
five.
So
I like it.
I I like that. I like that. My list is actually very similar to Phillips. Point guard, I got the chef, Steph Curry. I had to put him up there, greatest shooter of all time. You can't go wrong with that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Shooting guard, you gotta go MJ. Doesn't make sense not to. You
Mhm.
have to. Small forward, gotta put the second goat, LeBron. And then power forward, I put Timothy Duncan for sure. I put Timothy
Timothy.
Duncan.
Timothy Duncan.
Got the fundamentals down, man. Like he was amazing in his prime. And then center, I went with same thing with Tyke, Shaquille O'Neal,
Big
cause
Diesel.
Okay.
can't go
Yep.
wrong with Shaq,
Big
man. He was
Diesel.
dominant in his era,
Mhm.
dominant.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with
But
Shaq.
yeah,
All right, all right. No, you guys' lists are good, but
mine
okay.
sucks.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you guys just like that. Probably the best playmaker or one of the best playmakers are like not even a question. LeBron James, let's be real,
Yep.
has one of some of the best court vision. I'm putting him there.
Yep.
Mhm.
At my two, I got Mamba. R.I.P.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't get
Listen,
mad.
I like
Can't
listen
get
that.
mad.
why.
RP.
Can't get
I got
mad.
RP.
Mamba at the two.
RP.
Moment of
That's one of
silence
my
for
favorite
Mamba.
players. You know, we share the same birthday. I gotta put him there. And let's be real, he deserves to be on like a lot of those lists. Like, you know,
Mhm.
and the reason is I got MJ at the three. I can't disrespect MJ. That's a GOAT, right?
Mhm.
But even though they're very similar players, they're both lockdown. They can both score from anywhere on the court. I'm okay with
Yep.
them being very similar. Like I
Mhm.
don't have to worry. I have LeBron. He can dish to both the wings, and we're good. At my four, it may be early to say, but I'm going with Giannis, bro. I don't know many people who can stop
Ooh.
Giannis, bro. Giannis in the paint, around the
Woo.
paint, like it's
Oh,
too tough to stop that guy. There's not many people on that list who
Stopped
can
him.
stop him. And
Mhm.
then the original Diesel, the original most dominant player of all time, I got Shaq. Like I got to do that.
Gotta have
So
Shaq. Gotta have
I might be lacking
Lockdown.
a little on the shooting on the four and the five, but
Got the
uh, you
defense.
know, I got the
Shaq. As long-
defense and I got the shooters on my wings.
Exactly.
okay,
I,
okay.
I
Valid,
actually
valid.
respect all you guys' lists, but I think my team takes it all.
Nah,
I'm pretty
nah,
I think my team take.
I don't know
You
about
guys went
that.
with
nah.
you guys went with the Timmies, right?
To me, bro.
My
Timothy Duncan.
Katie is taking him. He is taking him to the
Yeah,
Tim Duncan's
hole.
taking him too, though.
I
Tim Duncan's
I
taking him in the
I
post,
He's
bro.
honestly think
Katie's a 7 footer. Yeah, I mean all he has to do is put his hand up.
Skinny ass.
Dunk
I
on
I
his
I'd get
ass,
I
that.
bro.
swear
Dunk on that bitch.
I
I
swear
think
a couple
LeBron is the
episodes
finished
ago.
product of Magic, bro. LeBron is what
Yeah.
Magic was supposed to
Thing
be.
is,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think you need Magic when you got LeBron on the
There you
team. That's
go.
the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't sleep on don't sleep on LeBron, guys. LeBron's just not a playmaker. Yes, he's an amazing. He can score the
Oh,
basketball,
he's a crazy
guys.
playmaker.
Can he
I'm
Nah,
though?
saying
he,
I'm not.
we
I'm
know he's
saying
a
We
I'm
playmaker.
know
saying
that.
he's
We
a
know that. We
playmaker,
know
but
that.
I'm saying he can score the ball.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah.
We're
him
not.
paired with
We're just
KD
saying. I don't know.
with
All I know
MJ,
is, all I know is a couple weeks ago
holy.
we were talking about Giannis versus KD. A lot of you said Giannis, so come on now.
No, yeah,
I said KD.
Locks.
I
I
I
like
in
KD.
in
Brought in the facts.
I said
Brought in the
Giannis
facts.
Giannis
I
as of
said
right
Giannis.
now, but if it was a 7 game series like we said, KD all the
Taking
way.
KD.
KD all the way.
I honestly think
Respect,
the
I
real
respect
battle
that.
is at the five position, bro. Like
Mm.
Shaq or Hakeem. You know what I mean? Like I'm
That's
going
a.
Shaq on
I
this
like
one. I'm
Hakeem.
not
No,
gonna lie to you.
okay,
I like
okay.
Shaq. I got Shaq.
Hakeem's gonna come with the ah ah. Well, like bro, like Shaq is just that's all it is, bro. Like
Rob
Hakeem's a better
he was
defender,
Slacker,
so
bro.
that's
Like
why I
you
just went
know.
with
But
Hakeem.
Yeah.
I think Shaq actually said back in the day that the only person who ever gave him problems like that was Hakeem. So
Mhm.
you know, I still got
That's
Shaq
why.
though.
My
I got
bad.
Big
Shaq
Diesel.
was also mad young though.
That's what I'm saying.
He was
Yeah.
That's why I
mad
got Big
young.
Diesel.
Yeah.
No,
You
Shaq
you
said
never
that to this.
saw Hakeem versus Lakers Shaq, you know?
That would have been
There you go.
crazy if their primes
There you
matched
go.
up.
There you
Mhm.
Yeah,
go.
there
Wow.
you go.
Right there.
But
No, but y'all are forgetting another point guard. This guy.
Oh my.
This
The
guy.
goat.
man,
This
Too
Bruh,
good for this
guy.
list. That's why he
He
wasn't on the
bruh.
has
list.
to be on the list. He has to be, bro. He's
you
on my
think
list.
you
He's
think he got
taking out
snubbed?
Uh,
Steph Curry,
You
bro.
think he got
I'm
snubbed?
taking out Steph Curry. He got
That guy's
snubbed. He
not.
should have been on a 75th anniversary list on God. Like I actually reported NBA.
I don't think
for
he's on the 150. No offense.
I don't think I don't think he's on the 100 list either, bro.
I don't think
He's
he's
on
on the
the
He's on
100.
the
he's
I
on
think
the
he's on the
400.
100.
saying that.
He's on the
Next
400 for sure.
watch this series. He's gonna win a chip. His accolades are about to go up. Finals MVP
Wait,
too.
I also
Telling
want
you
to
that
ask
right now.
one more thing. Is based off all our top fives. Are there any honorable mentions we're missing? Like for example, I think AI could be on a lot of those lists. You put him at the
Mhm.
one. That's
Yeah.
one guy that you could plug in.
Yeah.
The thing with AI, before you continue,
Think
the thing with AI,
defense.
I think his defense is lacking a lot to it because he's
Yeah.
a shorter
It's
guard.
defense.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
yeah,
little,
yeah.
he's a little guard. So like compared to the guards now, like especially the guards on our list, like Magic and Braun, he
Yeah.
he's not. You know what I mean?
The liability,
Similar
but
to Colossus.
on the defensive end, but he for sure he deserves the recognition.
Also,
Yeah.
also Kareem. I'm surprised nobody picked Kareem
Yeah.
as a center for sure.
Kareem was gonna be. He's
And
gonna be my center. I was close with that still.
Mm-hmm.
and to
Yeah.
me, like one of the
But
most
I think he could.
creative, craftiest guards on this list, Pistol Pete, bro. You know what I mean? I
For
think
sure.
R.I.P.
we gotta shout him out as well because he's different. He was different, especially for his era.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
no,
different.
he influenced the game a lot for sure. A lot, all the ball handlers, they praise Crystal Pete as like the OG.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Sir.
But if that's all we have for today's video, anyone have anything else to say?
I'm straight
So,
All
on
I'm
that.
gonna say is
with
your guys' top fives are ass. Mine would beat all you guys. That's all I gotta say. for the
anyways,
rest of it.
actually we'll leave this.
Run 2K. Let's run 2K Blacktop. Let's go.
We'll leave this
2K
to
Blacktop.
the comments, the viewers, if they want to participate. Leave
Mhm.
your all time top 5 in the comments below, and we'll rate your team. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. And
Sir.
it's the 5 Out podcast with your starting 5. We'll back again with another
Yeah.
video, and we will see you in the next one. All right.
Sir.
Later, y'all.
Don't-
Later, y'all.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Before we go,
Oh, wow. Now you made it awkward.
make sure you hit the like button before you go. Right?
Like,
Alright.
comment,
Subscribe, turn on the
Like-
notification, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I mean? Do all
My
that
bad.
stuff and
do your
Alright.
thing,
follow,
do your thing.
follow our personals down below. Follow our Instagram down
Come
below.
on,
You know what I mean?
turn us
Come
up.
on,
Turn
Come
us
turn
up.
us, come
Yo,
turn us
you wanna-
up.
Tell a friend to
Yo,
tell a friend,
what
you know
y'all
what I
doing,
mean?
Yeah, tell your friend,
Tell your mom,
tell your
tell your
aunt,
cousin,
tell your grandma,
tell your aunt, you
your
know what I mean?
grandpa. Come turn us
Come on,
up.
bro.
But yeah,
tune in.
like we said, it's 5 out and we are out. Peace.
Peace.